Welcome to Brazil Bound, presented by Castrol GTX High Mileage. With the coach, Jesse Marsch, I'm Jason Saghini. And Jesse, what did we just witness? Brazil never showed up for this game.
Awful. Awful to watch.
All right, 20 minutes, 30 minutes into this game, it was over already. Germany stormed ahead to a 5-0 lead. In the end, a 7-1 final score as Brazil gets a late consolation goal. But in reality, after it was 5-0, the entertainment was not on TV anymore. It was on Twitter. Whether it was Tim Cahilling, whether it was the stats being thrown out about the biggest victories, Brazil's record at home, or the jokes, and there were plenty of jokes out there at Brazil's expense, Jesse. The entertainment was on Twitter, not on the field. What happened to this Brazil team?
Stubborn. They were stubborn. And we talked before the game about the fact that Thiago Silva was going to be out and that he was the key component in their defense in terms of putting out fires, communicating with the group and keeping things organized. And then without Neymar, they also knew that they were going to struggle in the attack. So before the game, we talked about the fact that Brazil was going to need to keep things tight, eliminate space for Germany, and see if they could catch them on the counter. But they didn't want to do that. They stuck to what they've been all tournament, which has been up and down, and in the end, their stubbornness cost them big.
All right, they're still going to have to regroup to play that third place game, but Germany moves on to the final. And I got to ask, after a performance like that, can either the Netherlands or Argentina put up any competition against this German team?
Well, the Germans are favorites for me right now based on that performance and the fact that throughout the elimination stage, they haven't really put 100% into any game. They've gotten leads and kind of put it on cruise control. But if the Netherlands or Argentina come into this game and keep it tight like we've talked about, they still have difference makers, each of those teams, in the transition of attack. And that's something that Brazil didn't have. So it's really going to be about what the approach each of those teams takes into playing Germany and how they execute. But still, Germany's got to be the favorite right now.
All right, they've really suffered without Neymar in the attack to Brazil. Speaking of the attack, a congratulations has to go out to Miroslav Klose, who is now the all-time leading goal scorer in the tournament, and that had to sting if you're a Brazil fan as he passed Ronaldo in this rout. Things couldn't have gone worse. That's all we have for this edition of Brazil Bound, but stay tuned to MLSsoccer.com all week as we have full coverage of the tournament leading up to the final.